Hello everyone, Dane here from Moving to Canada. I'm here today to bring you the results of the latest Express Entry draw, which just took place earlier today. It is Wednesday, August 5th, and today's Express Entry draw results are very exciting for FSW candidates. We've once again had an all-program draw, so candidates in all Express Entry programs were considered in today's draw. That includes FSW as well as, CEC and FST and all provincial nominee candidates. Today's Express Entry draw had 3,900 invitations to apply, which were issued. That's been pretty standard with what we've seen over the past couple of months for these Express Entry draws. And the minimum CRS score cutoff for today's draw was, drumroll please, 476 points. So if you remember back in July, on July 8th, we had an all-program draw happen. That was the first all-program draw that took place since the COVID-19 travel restrictions were put in place across Canada. And back on July 8th, the minimum CRS score cutoff was 478 points, so we have actually seen that drop down to 476. It's still quite high. It's a little bit higher than what we were seeing at the start of 2020 before all of these COVID travel restrictions started messing with Canadian immigration, among many other things. But the downward movement of the CRS score cutoff for all program draws is definitely cause to be optimistic. Now, I did want to take a chance in this video to address a question that I've seen come through on our social media channels, especially on our Facebook groups. People have been asking, is this going to be the new trend? Because what we saw was IRCC did an all-program draw on July 8th. Then 2 weeks later, IRCC did a program-specific draw for PNPs, and then a program-specific draws for CEC. And then 2 weeks later, today, we see another all-program draw. So people are asking us, is this what's going to happen for the rest of 2020? Are we going to see this flip-flop back and forth between all-program draw, program-specific draw, all-program draw, program-specific draw? Is this going to be the trend? And honestly, the honest answer to this question, and I know you guys have been hearing this a lot from me lately, is that we don't know the answer to this question. And honestly, in the year 2020, I kind of think it might be time to scrap the word trend. Trends are patterns that are based on, repeated events, repeated behaviors, and based on the amount of uncertainty floating around in 2020 as a result of the global pandemic that's happening. There's simply too much uncertainty and too many variables at play to be able to accurately predict how Express Entry is going to continue responding to this. Even if this is the trend that they've adopted right now and the pattern they've adopted right now, what's going to happen if there's another big flare-up in Canada, or if there's continued flare-ups around the world, if there are any, substantial medical advancements that allow us to treat or prevent COVID-19. All of these variables are at play, and they will all shape Canada's continued immigration policies, travel policies, and that could trickle down into how Canada's handling Express Entry. So at this time, it's simply too challenging to say if this is going to be what IRCC will continue to do for the rest of the year. What I can tell you is that we at Moving to Canada will of course continue to monitor the Express Entry draws as they happen. Once we do have information about draws, about changes to policies, about Express Entry updates, we'll always post them to our website, either to Express Entry draw page, or if there are COVID updates to Canadian immigration policy, we'll post them in our COVID newsfeed, and I'll put a link to each of those in the description to this video, so you can head over there if you want more information. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Another thing to keep your eyes on if you are hoping to move to Canada in the next couple of months. Canada has travel restrictions in place for the vast majority of foreign nationals. The vast majority of foreign nationals cannot enter Canada at this time. There are a handful of exemptions to these travel restrictions, but you should be aware that last week Canada extended the international travel ban for all countries except the United States until the end of August, so at least August 31st, with the possibility that it could be extended beyond that. Bearing in mind that the US has its own separate travel ban with Canada that's negotiated on a monthly basis. That's due to expire on August 21st, but again, that could also be extended quite easily. Make sure if you're hoping to travel to Canada in the next couple of months that you are tracking those travel restrictions. Again, in the COVID newsfeed that we operate on our website, link is in the description. Last thing that I want to plug in today's video, if you have not already created an account on the Moving to Canada website, take a moment, it only takes a minute to create that account. It gives you access to a ton of our freebies, things like a Canadian resume template if you're job hunting in Canada, access to all of our free immigration roadmaps for express entry, that's totally free, lessons that will teach you everything you need to know to succeed in express entry or to find out if you are a strong candidate in express entry. So take a look there. I'll pop a link in the description. It takes just 2 minutes. It's like any website you've registered before. Email, password, there you go. You're online. You get access to all this cool stuff. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you got questions, drop them in the comments. We'll come back and try to answer a couple of those later on. If we do have more immigration news or more express entry draw updates, we will of course post them on our YouTube channel, but this is actually the last place that we end up posting things. It takes a while to upload the videos. If you want to be one of the first people to find out, follow us on Facebook or Instagram, Moving to Canada. It's always the number 2, Moving to Canada, on both Facebook and Instagram. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you like what we do, hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.